So for this petal, it's like a fold over petal, and it's really, really cool. You're going to cut your mesh 10 by 10 or 10.5 by 10.5, whatever your mesh size is. You just check your package because you want to have a nice square. Okay. You're going to, now I flatten these overnight. So I put them underneath my cutting board, and it's just easier to use flattened mesh when it's like this than it curling up on itself. So hello, everybody. So you're going to have curl side up. All right. And you want the serged edge or the factory edge at the top and the bottom in front of you. All righty. That's really important because we want all the factory edges going the same way on the petal. So if you see mine, all the factory edges are going to my right when I look at it. And we'll be doing the same with the fabric mesh. So to achieve this, you just have to make sure, hi, Amy, I just watched you. To achieve this, you just want to make sure you have your factory edge at the top and the bottom, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this corner and this corner. So you're going to bring this corner in to about halfway, take this top corner in about halfway, and then scrunch this. So you get this kind of petal look, okay? And then once you have this petal like this, you're going to take this one and just bring it over on top of the other petal. Okay, so you want to make sure both petals are pretty even in length. Just like that. Nice, neat petal. And then what you're going to do is you're going to stick our nub. Yes, we still call it a nub. Stick your nub of the two petals right into the zip tie. Just like that. Okay, and then zip it up. Now I do about a fingertip width of the nub, and I'm using different zip ties. I'm not loving these zip ties. They're a little bit thicker, and they're only like 4 inches. But believe it or not, I ran out of zip ties, guys. I ran out of zip ties. I have the whole warehouse of zip ties, and I forgot to tell somebody to bring them home. All right, and you can clip off your zip tie tails after you're done the whole row. So what I'm doing is I'm doing row 2 and 3 with this poly burlap green, and then I'm going to do rows 4 and 5 with the fabric mesh green. Okay, so let's do the petal again. Again, serge factory edge at the top and bottom. Our curl is up. Now I did flatten mine. You're going to take the bottom corner, bring it up to about the middle. Top corner, bring it just a little over the bottom corner. Okay. And then you're just going to scrunch the center. All right. This is what we got. And then flip it over so you see the good side up. And then you're going to bring I bring the left one over to the right. Just like that. Again, you're going to shift your nub at the bottom so that you have both petals are the same length. And until you get the hang of it, you can actually use your cutting mat to ensure that both petals are the same length. So they both hit the same line. Okay, now you're going to take your nub and just stick it in your zip tie that you preloaded. So we're going to we preloaded rows 2, 3, and 4. Yes, you can buy the boards uniqueinthecreek.com. You can also buy, this is the large board. You can also buy the board on Amazon.com, trendytree.com, and decoexchange.com. Those are all the ones that are in stock right now. We do have other distributors. They are just getting filled up now. So those ones that I mentioned do have stock already. Okay. All right, let's do it again. Very easy petal, but it's nice and neat. And again, you want to heat seal your mesh because you do see these cut edges. Okay, top and bottom serged. Bring the corner up, this corner down, scrunch right down the middle, flip it over. I bring my left over to my right. Hi, Lolly. I'm on a live. You want to say hi to everybody?
I look good right now, so I'll just say hello to you.
You don't look good right now?
No, really.
Oh, how come? Because you have a snow day today?
Yeah.
Oh, spammers. Sorry, guys. I'm just deleting that one comment here. Yeah, troll. They're getting so bad, these trolls. Just have to ignore them. Okay, and pull tight. That's the whole flower. Now, with the fabric mesh, I am using row 4 and 5 with the fabric mesh, and I'm using 2 pieces per zip tie because I want this nice and full. So I didn't quite use a whole roll of poly burlap. So you're going to need 16 pieces for row 1, and you need 16 pieces for row 2, and 8 pieces for row 3. Okay, so it's really easy to figure out your flowers and pre-do them. We do have blank templates on our website, uniqueinthecreek.com, that you can print out and make your designs and stick them in a book. That way, when you get multiple orders, you just refer back to your recipe on how you made that wreath. And it's really, really easy. Lots of people make a binder and everything. Me, I make templates and then they get like scrap paper and go all over my... No, the Julie Petal is not the same as the Rita Petal. No, this is like a fold over petal. Okay, so the Rita Petal is you go right to the corner and then you scrunch down the middle and this is what you get, right? That's the Rita Petal. Julie's Petal is you go corner to corner, scrunch, flip it over, bring your left side just right over. Make sure your 2 petals are about the same length, and then you just stick your nub in the zip tie. The large board, I believe, is $5. So they're pretty well priced, considering if you get a wire frame, you have to get the wire frame, you have to get plastic canvas, you have to cut the plastic canvas, zip tie it on. So the $5 is worth it because you save on time and you don't use as much material with the boards. So you won't use as much poly burlap and your flowers are a lot bigger. So your customer gets more bang for their buck because if you use an 8 or 10 inch frame, the flowers are not like 8 or 10 inch wire frame. The flowers are not that large. This one you'll probably see from Jupiter. And I love me some big flowers. Yeah, the boards are a lot of fun because you can do so many things with them. Like you're not limited to just mesh and ribbons. I've used everything under the moon with the boards. And soon in my private group, I will be using faux leather. Faux black leather. I'm going to be teaching them a new project with faux black leather. I'm so excited. So if you haven't heard of our VIP group, it's the Can-Am VIP Connection. It is myself and Michelle from Monkey's Creations. We both are live in there all the time. We give specials to the VIP. So the roping was a special. They have special kits and stuff like that. And we do Q&As. We do wreath critiques. We bring in special guests. We do all kinds of stuff. We laugh a lot because Michelle and I are very silly. So we do a lot of laughing in that group. So we have a lot of people saying just the fun they have in the group is worth the $20 a month. And you know what? If you can laugh a little, that is the bonus. Like, seriously. In these times, if you can still laugh, you're so worth it. Yeah, it is fun, right, Linda? Because we can let loose a little bit in that group and not have to worry about, you know, couch trolls and all that stuff. So we do have a lot of fun in there. And if you guys have watched us before, we're a little kooky. We have a kooky dynamic between her and I. But it's all in fun. So this is really easy. And you're making a double. And this is a great petal. I know Julie makes the sunflowers a lot with this. So this is a great petal for just your fabric mesh sunflowers or poly burlap, whatever you have on hand. You can use deco mesh. However, you want to pretty much flatten your deco mesh for sure, because deco mesh likes to curl. So you want nice flat petals. And when I use deco mesh, a lot of times when I use deco mesh for a flower, once I'm done, I will put books around the mesh to flatten the leaves or the petals so they stay and look nice and finished. Yeah, everybody loves the VIP group. We have a great bunch of people in there. I just love the dynamic in there. I really do. It's so much fun. It's light and airy. Everybody laughs. You know, it's just a lot of fun. Like I said, we don't have to worry about couch trolls and offending people, and because, well, we never want to offend people. But some humor is different than others. Okay, so row 2 is done. That is the longest part of the wreath. You have to go to canamvipconnection.com and you can join up right through there. And then once you've joined up, it's $20 a month. And once you've joined up, then you go, there's a Facebook group. You go in, join the Facebook group. You want to make sure you answer all the questions and we will let you in. Oh, right, Teresa? There's always something to me. Sometimes I'm so goofy, but I like to be goofy. Life is too serious enough. Like, crafting's supposed to be fun. So if we're not laughing while we're crafting, there's something wrong. Seriously. All right, so row 3, I have 8 of these to do. I don't think she likes your Pittsburgh Steelers, Anna. I think you're telling a fib. I know she's a Dallas fan. Isn't this pretty? And another thing too with the boards, look at the back. There's nothing to scratch your board, the customer's door or your door. You could put your business card on the back, tape it on the back, or get a sticker and put it right here. So your customer always knows where they can come and get their spring wreath after they put up their St. Patrick's Day wreath. Right? Anna, you know she's a Dallas Cowboys fan. Yes, today's Pancake Day. Happy Fat Tuesday, happy Pancake Day, happy Shrove Tuesday, whatever it is, happy Pancake Day. I forgot it was Pancake Day and we're having quesadillas for supper. Right, Sandy? And today is my sister's heavenly birthday. So usually today I'm sad. And I did wake up a little sad again because even though she's been gone 16, 17 years. You know, I still miss her. I still wonder what life would be if she was still here. I always wonder if she's proud of me, of what I've done and what I've accomplished. So I have my little moment every February 16th. And then I remember all the fun we had. And then I try and keep it on a happy thought. And then it's really weird that tomorrow, so my sister's birthday's today and my brother's birthday's tomorrow. It's a really weird, I hate February. My son, he laughed. He laughed. He knows me. But the best is he never comes on my lives. So I'm not sure what made him come on my live that time while I was joyriding. Yes, angel hearts, yes. It's been a bit, but she's still in my heart, still in my mind. I think about her all the time. And I mostly think about what life would be if she was still here. If it would be different or what. Okay, so we used 16 for row 2. We used 8 for row 3. So that's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. 24 pieces. And we're on our last piece of poly burlap. And of course, you can use any colors you want. Like I said, this is my St. Patrick's themed flower. Using the Julie Petal. I'm not even sure if it's already called something else, but we like to give it a name just so everybody that is having problems can refer and we know what they're talking about. Hello from New Jersey. We're on Facebook and streaming on YouTube at the same time. You really enjoy the atmosphere of the VIP group? That is so great. We have, like I said, we have a lot of fun. And Goofy is good. Goofy is good. We got to laugh, people. We got to laugh. If we don't laugh, we're just going to cry all the time because of all the stuff going on in this world. And Mother Nature not playing very nice with us either. You use this petal all the time? That's awesome, Amy. Yeah, Julie Oxidine was the first person I seen use it, so it's only right to give kudos to her. Now, I don't know if she came up with it or not, but like I said, she's the first person I seen, so. All right, so now I'm using fabric mesh, which is a darker, oh, there goes my table again. I apologize. The fabric mesh is a darker emerald green. So I'm going to have 2 tones of green with this fabulous gold center. And that is going to be my St. Patrick's Day. So again, we're going to do the same fold. However, in each zip tie, I'm going to put 2 pieces of fabric mesh. Now, you don't have to do this. You can put 1 if you want. I just want it really full. And I want this dark emerald green to really pop out when the gold is put on. So you can see when it's put on to the green, it really gives it a pop. So I'm using 2 pieces. So don't be scared to mix and match your meshes. Okay, we're doing the same thing. Corner, corner, scrunch in the middle, flip it over. Now this is the fabric mesh has got more of a elasticity, so it kind of wants to do what it wants to do, kind of like deco mesh, and that's the weave that's in it. So you just have to tell it who's boss. So I'm using 2 pieces. So there's my 1 petal, and this is the second petal. Again, doing exactly the same. Okay, flip it over. Just like that. Again, I'm making sure that both petals are the same length. And I'm going to put these two together. All right, and put both in the zip tie, just like that. Now I'm using a needle nose pliers just from the dollar store. My hands are really dry, so when I pull the zip ties, they want to slide right through my hands. And then you want to make sure your petals lay properly. So you want to make sure that the cut edge is at the bottom. So bring these finished edges to the top, and you'll see they're all going to this the same way. You want to keep it like that. And it's going the same way as the poly burlap as well. Hello, Susan. All right, we're going to do another one. So we're doing rows 4 and 5. So there's 8 zip ties on row 4, and I'm using 2 pieces. So you need 16 pieces. And then on row 5, I may do single ones. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the row 5 yet, so you'll have to stay tuned. I probably will just keep doing the double petal or the 2 pieces of mesh. So there's 1. Yeah, lay a case of beer. Yep. Usually I grab whatever's handy, a cookbook, a candle, whatever's handy wherever I'm putting my wreath to lay the petals down on. So I'm just going to butt these 2 against each other. So make sure they're the same. And then just slide it right in the zip tie. Still about a fingertip length into the zip tie. And pull this tight. No, I cut the mesh with a wood burning tool. So you do want to heat seal these if you can, because you do see the edge. And I didn't want strings all over. So you can heat seal it, or you could wood burn it, either or. Well, thank you for sprinkling. Hello, everybody. Hello. So if you're just joining, and do I have any first timers here? Anybody first time watching? If you are, my name is Lori, and I'm the founder and CEO of Unique in the Creek. I'm pretty much I just design. And I invented these Unique in the Creek boards. And if you want to find out more about me and about our company, go to our website, uniqueinthecreek.com, and go to our blog. We have so much information on our blog about mesh, about ribbons, about all kinds of stuff, and a lot of stuff about me and my journey. And it's quite a good read, because I know a lot of you are probably facing the same things health-wise and stuff like that I faced. And I believe it's quite the inspiring story. So if you have a second, go over and have a read. And if I inspired you just a little bit, maybe you can leave a little message. You're new? Well, welcome, Robin. First timer, Harriet, thank you. Look at all the first timers. Awesome. So if you just got your boards and you're new, you can find all kinds of videos. We call them tutorials, but I talk a lot. So you can fast forward through all the talking, but I will show you how to make all the different wreaths. So you just pick whatever picture you think you want to make. So when you go into our YouTube channel, scroll through all the different boards. So they are categorized by different boards. This is a wonky piece. So whatever board you have in front of you or that you purchased, you can go to large board and go under that large board category And anything I've shown on the large board, you'll find right there. Now I do have a lot of old videos still on. I have to redo a lot of those because the boards have changed. However, the folds and the concept have not. So, hello, Susan Galley. How are you, hun? Well, yeah, I'm a chatter, and we can craft and chat. And I always wear, most of the time, wear my pajamas. I'm not fancy. You'll always pretty much see me in my pajamas, no makeup, hair up, ponytail. I'm pretty basic, but I'm okay with that. This is quite relaxing on a snowy day. I don't mind doing this on a snowy day because I know I can't be outside. So it makes me feel better crafting all day. Because you're addicted to wreathing. Well, welcome, Deb. I may do another live on the ring board. I have a project that I started yesterday that I was playing around with. And I think I think you guys will like it. So I think I'll do a live a little bit later on it. And I'll just give you a sneak peek. And I might have to take it apart because I didn't heat seal my poly burlap. But what I'm doing is it's a cream poly burlap. However, I didn't heat seal it with greenery going up the top and the bottom. And in one row, it's going to be a row of tulips going all the way around the center with cream. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to probably take it apart. Like I said, I'm going to heat seal my poly burlap because I don't like the strings coming out and stuff. And then when I do redo it, I will probably come live. But guys, I think it's going to be gorgeous, right? It's going to be very different. You don't use a ton of tulips like the other tulip wreaths. And it's you can make it farmy, you can make it elegant, whatever you want. So I might do that a little bit later. Damon is stuck in North Carolina. Louisiana is frozen. Oh my gosh. Oh, hi, honey. All right, so we're still doing the same petal. We're on our last row on row 4. See how the time goes by so fast because I talk so much? I don't like awkward silence. Oh, well, thank you, Doris. I may not have the choice of the etiquette for words and stuff like that, but I do believe I'm a pretty good teacher because I do see all the wreaths being made in Unique Wreath Creators, which is our sister group. It's a free group and everybody shows their beautiful wreaths that they've made over there. And if they come up with a new one, some of them even share how they made it. It's a fabulous group. So if you're not in there and you like Unique in the Creek wreaths, you best go over there for sure. And it's called Unique Wreath Creators. And it's the only Facebook group on Facebook that are all about Unique in the Creek wreaths. That's all it is Unique in the Creek wreaths. So if you're a creeker, you need to be part of that group. Okay, so I'm making sure my finished edges are all on the top, going the same way. All right, and then we're going to cut off these zip tie tails. You can use side cutters, you can use nippers. Where's my nippers? You can use nippers, and you get these when you buy Unique in the Creek kit. You can use a zip tie gun, or you can use old scissors Just don't use your good ribbon scissors, okay? The plastic tails will dull your scissors really, really fast. All right, so I'm going to preload row 5 because this is where I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I want to have this really good green color, and I have quite a bit left, and I didn't cut the whole roll either. So I still have quite a bit. So you don't want to throw, especially green, you don't want to throw this out because you can use this for leaves for your roses or your sunflowers or whatever. Same with your poly burlap. You can use, you know, a couple, there's quite a bit left. So, all right, let's preload. So if you have never seen me preload the board, there's certain sets of holes. You go down and up. And you want the zip tie head, the flat part facing the inside, and you're going to take the tail, go through the flat part, and just make a little zip. Dana Downs, you're just a stalker. You're a bingo loving, wreath creating stalker. We love our Dana Downs. All right. Now I'm thinking I could do 2, just like in here. But I think I want to make it really, really full in green. So I'm going to use shared holes. And shared holes is, even though there's a zip tie already in here, I'm going to put another zip tie up through that one. And so there's 2 pieces of zip tie in there. And we call those shared holes. So you'll see a lot of our projects will say shared holes. That's what that means. You will say load the board closed or open. Closed is where you close the zip tie just a little bit. And open is where you go down and up. And you just leave the zip tie open. Okay. And usually that's for poofs and stuff like that. Most flowers, you zip tie closed. You just hear that little zip. If you don't hear a zip, double check that your zip tie is facing the right way, because your tail has to go through the flat part of the zip tie to be locked. So once you hear the zip, it locks. If you don't hear a zip, you probably got it in backwards. I know it's going to be fabulous, isn't it? And I hate green. Green is not my favorite color at all. But I thought, okay, for St. Patrick's Day, I'm going to make just a simple St. Patrick's Day flower with this beautiful gold. Look at that. Isn't that going to be fabulous? Beautiful gold center. My pot of gold in the middle. When I flip this over, you'll be able to see what I've done with the zip ties better. Now this is an old board. The newer boards have more holes, and that's for people that, and you don't have, a lot of times I don't even use the new holes. That's for the people who like to make like the Eva flower or the Star Trek petal and all that stuff, where you need a lot more holes. And the new boards also have 2 holes right in the center. So they have 2 holes right here to put your pipe cleaner through to zip it onto the board. So this is row 5, what it looks like. It looks like stitching all the way around. So I've used all shared holes. Okay, so there's no blank spots like in here. So row 2 is 16, row 3 is 18 or 8, row 4 is 8, and row 5 is 8. However, I think I'm going to use 2 pieces in every other one. I know that sounds weird, but it'll work. So I'm doing the same petal fold. And again, we're calling this the Julie petal. It's just a double fold over petal. But it gives you lots of volume because the petals overlap each other. And then you're going to put your nub. Now, where the regular holes are, I'm starting where the number 5 is. I'm just putting 1 petal in there. And the next zip tie, I'm going to put 2. because I want to make the center really full and saturated with color. And this is a good way to get the saturation of color, but not have to use so much mesh. I do not know when I'll have the rhinestone tubing, because right now it's lunar Christmas, Chinese, or Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year, and they don't work in China for a week. So I do not know when I will have more. I will find out, I guess, when they come back. So I'm going to do 2 petals in the next hole. Oh, Debbie, you must be in the VIP group. Let me see. Yes, you are. We gave up on the shamrock because I just don't have the mental capacity right now to actually do it. But I'm sure one of you guys will be doing the shamrock. I know it, because I got your creative juices flowing yesterday in the VIP group. I know I did. And sometimes that's all you need. You need me to show you, or somebody to show you something, and then you come off with your own ideas, and it's like, oh, I can do this. And that's how new stuff gets created. So again, I'm making sure that my factory edges are showing on the top and not the cut edges. Yes, this is the darker green is fabric mesh. The lighter green is poly burlap. Don't be scared to mix and match your mesh. Oh, say that fast 3 times. Mix and match your mesh. Mix and match your mesh. Mix and match your mesh. Say it 3 times. I dare you. Fabric mesh does like to cling to everything though, but it's fabric mesh makes such great roses. And I just love the color that you get. Like, look how deep this color is. And I have a ton of fabric mesh on our website, uniqueinthecreek.com. We got a ton in because it is the season for making flowers. And I got all different kinds of colors, beautiful colors, coral and mint green. Oh, that's what I should have did, a mint green for the center. Now the dark green will turn out much better. I know it is beautiful, and it's big. It's like 26 inches. Okay, so next one is a double petal again. Yes, it's softer too. Both poly burlap and fabric mesh are pretty soft. Fabric mesh has a little more elasticity in it, so it likes to, you can see it likes to curl. But again, you just have to tame it. You can, especially if you're using on the outside edge, you can flatten it with something heavy overnight. You made a lavender rose. Yeah, do you not love using the fabric mesh for roses? Okay, this is a double. And my nubs are getting squished in the center here. But I'll make it work. I know Frozen Tuesday, right? For sure. I feel so bad for you guys in the South. We up here, we're used to it. But I got a lot of friends down there, and my poor monkey is freezing. Lots of my friends are freezing. I seen Julie Oxidine do this first, so I just called it the Julie Petal. And it's just for a referral. If somebody messages us on what petal they're stuck on or whatever, if they say the Julie Petal, I'll know it's this one, or my team will know it's this one. And that's the only reason I name petals. That's it. And it's not, I'm not a narcissist. I don't even have a petal after myself. sure, I can recap the rows after we're done. Sure. All right, we're doing 2. We're almost done. It is beautiful, isn't it? And I'm not a green lover, but I'm loving this. Well, what you waiting for, Trudy? Look how easy this is. Everybody's intimidated until they do one, and then they'll become addicted. We're going to have some intervention for some of you. I've seen some of your orders. Some of you need an intervention. No, we don't need a Lori Petal. Like I said, it's just for reference. It's no. And usually it's when I name a petal, it's just whoever I saw make it first. Like the Rita Petal, I saw Rita Pruz make it first. I don't know if she came up with it, but that's what I call it. It's just so much easier for describing. Almost done. 2 more zip ties. Now we're really getting swished in here with the nubs. It's because I'm using 2 in every other zip tie. So there's only so much space in the middle, but we'll get her done. Yeah, Dorothy, you are one that comes to mind that needs an intervention, doll. But we loves you. All righty. One more for the 1. Top, bottom corner. Scrunch it. Flip it over. And any petal you see, you can do on any board. So if you want to do a butterfly with this petal, it will make a perfect butterfly wreath as well. You can do the cross with it. Like any petal you see done, you can do on any board. That's what makes the board so much fun. You can do so much. And it's not just for front doors. You know, we do home decor. You know, I've made wreaths for my bathroom, for my kitchen, for my back deck. In my bedroom, I made juju hats with feathers. In our VIP group, I'm going to be using leather. Yeah, Sean, you're another one, hun. You are another one, but you make them so pretty. The 21-inch you will find, Trudy. I have a YouTube category, and it's called large flowers. And I've made a few with 21-inch mesh, and they become really, really large. So I use them for outdoors or for like photograph purposes. So you can find them at, I think it's, Tanya called them giant flowers. Giant flowers. Yeah, the leather is going to be so cool. It's not going to be a wreath. Well, it kind of looks, it's going to be a wreath, but it's not really. It's more of a home decor. Alrighty, that is the last one. We got it all fitting in there. Look how beautiful. Like, hello. And I don't even like green. This is stunning. These 2 colors together. And I believe we still have some in stock. We also just got, I don't know if you can see this very well. It's a 2-tone poly burlap. It's green and cream. So I have a bunch of this poly burlap 2-tone mesh, different colors. So purple and cream, or is it white? I'm not sure. Pink and white, really fun. Alrighty, let's get these zip ties off, and then we're going to put our center on. So this is the zip tie gun. This, if you're a creaker, you know, you probably have one of these. It saves your hands because it pulls your zip tie tails and cuts them at the same time. It's fabulous. There we go. We are finished. So just a quick recap of what I did. I'm going to flip it over so you guys can see. We have a nice, neat back. Okay. Our hanging holes are up at the top. There's 2 holes that are just kind of not with anything. These single holes are if you want to add leaves or like a sunflower, you want to add green leaves, or you want to make this even bigger, you can use the row 1. So this can get up to about 32 inches if you used row 1. Okay, so row 2, 16 pieces of poly burlap. Row 3, 8 pieces of poly burlap. Row 4 is 8 zip ties, but I used 16 pieces of fabric mesh. And row 5, I used every other one. I used 2 pieces of fabric mesh. So that's 8. And then 9, 10, 11, 12. So I did every other one with 2 pieces. And then the smaller zip tie space I did with 1 piece. So I used 12 pieces in the center. Yeah, Shelby does do great pours. You don't have a zip tie gun? Oh my gosh, Sean. You don't even know what you're missing, doll. You definitely need one. All right. Look at this. It's beautiful. Love, love, love it. And you just want to make sure that your petals are all laying nicely. And see how nice there's no fray. No strings hanging because I did wood burn it. All right, and now here's our center. Look at this. Our pot of gold. Isn't that fabulous? So this is a 5-inch half ball. So we do sell these on our website. You get 2, and they're already cut in half. Okay, 5-inch is like the perfect size for a flower center. Some people like bigger ones, so we do often carry 6-inch. And I'm going to get a pipe cleaner and a U-pin. Oh, I forgot to put my glue gun on. Now, I will be redoing this on YouTube, cutting out all the chit-chatting and stuff like that. Where's my U-pins? Here we go. So, and a U-pin or a floral pin. So what you want to do is flip it over, put your pipe cleaner just on your center of your styrofoam ball, and I use a U-pin or a floral pin right down. Now you can use 2 and just crisscross them. These ones I've got at Amazon, so I buy them from Amazon, the U-pins. Alrighty. And then you're going to put some glue. Now my glue gun is just heating up, so I'm not going to do the glue right now. So I will just put it on so you guys can see. You're going to take your pipe cleaner and go down the hole. Take the other side and just go down right directly parallel to the hole that you just went down. Grab your pipe cleaners from the back, flip it over so you can see. Now, when you're using the new boards, there's 2 holes right in the center. You can use those. All right, you're going to twist this. Okay, and then you can take the pipe cleaner and go back down the hole so we don't have anything sharp on the front or on the back of our board. Cut a little bit of this off. Okay, and then I would put a little bit of hot glue right in there to keep the pipe cleaners down. And then there's my 2 hanging holes. I'm just going to take a zip tie and go down and back up and make a hanger. You can put a ribbon hanger. I do have this gold, but I don't think I have enough. So if you want to make a ribbon hanger, I do have a couple tutorials on how to make a ribbon hanger. And there we go. Isn't that gorge? I didn't seal this with anything yet. It's just going on my front door, and my front door doesn't get any weather. However, if you do want to seal it, you want to use like a Rust-Oleum or a Krylon satin or gloss. Do not use matte. If you use matte and sealing anything shiny, especially like mesh and stuff, you will lose the sparkle. Nobody wants to lose their sparkle. So you want to use a couple coats, and it does smell, so do it outside, a couple coats to seal it. Like I said, mine's going on my front door, which I have a huge overhang on my porch, so I don't really get any weather on my porch. And to seal this, not seal it, to prevent from fading, this is my favorite. It is Scotch Guard. Okay. And it is water and sun shield with UV protector. So what happens, mesh can stand weather really, really well. However, it fades, and you want to prevent the fading. So give it 2 coats of this. And this one actually repels rain too. So if it gets wet, it actually beads off the mesh, and it also prevents the mesh from fading as fast. Okay. The center is bling PVC rope that I used, and a half styrofoam ball. I will be getting more of the rope after Chinese New Year. So the VIP group got it first, and the next batch we will be giving to all the other, or offering to all the other creekers after Chinese New Year. Alrighty. Isn't this gorge? Look at the shine on that. That's my pot of gold, people. It's the only gold I have. Let's go up. And it's big. Love it. Look at it. Ooh. You're real late, Cindy. I'm almost done. It's a plastic roping. I get it from China. And it comes, we sell it in 5-yard increments. So it takes about 4 yards to do a center. So you have about 1 yard, and I've done signs, aluminum signs, and put this around the sign and stuff. I use this on my butterfly body that you guys seen that I did. But it's plastic roping inside. And then this is rhinestones, like layers and layers of rhinestones. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. But if you love bling and you hate when bling falls off and it is all over your house, this doesn't do that. Okay? It stays on the rope. So no bling is going to fall off all over the place. So it's fabulous. And it comes in a variety of colors. I think I got about 8 colors last batch. All right. So that's it. This is my Luck of the Irish, and I made that. Thanks, Sandy. Isn't it beautiful? Let me see. So it doesn't have to be, all, beer and what else is St. Patrick's Day? Clovers and everything. Show your spirit with just a beautiful green flower with your center of pot of gold. Yeah, this shines, doesn't it? Does not shine because it's rhinestones. It's not glitter, it's rhinestones. All right, guys. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I may be on a bit later, and we will do this design, this new design I'm working on. I'm going to have to heat seal my poly burlap, and maybe I'll do that a little later this afternoon. How's that sound? Since I'm snowed in anyways, and my husband's at the warehouse. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sprinkling my page. Check out our blog on uniqueinthecreek.com. That's where you can buy our boards, and I have tons of ribbons and mesh and signs and vinyl decals, and there's all kinds of stuff. All right, guys. Thanks for watching and stay safe and stay warm. Bye.